Welcome to the Mundus Fractura Lore Guide. This week on Lore Guide, we will take a deeper look at the depths of Mundus Infras. Hidden below the planet's surface, away from the life-giving kiss of Stiana, lay the labyrinthine and seemingly infinite maze of caverns and tunnels that is Mundus Infras. To say that this review will be even a broad overview is a gross overstatement of staggering reductionism. The known Infras is said to be but a fraction of its true size, like a grand subterranean iceberg, where the known portions are but a glimmer above the surface of the cavernous unknown. Infras is a misleading enigma, where its depths reach frigid and staggering elevations at the edge of space, down to the infernal heat near the planet core itself. As it would be impossible to give a coherent overview of this sprawling, multi-layered world in the same manner as the overworld. We will instead review the distinct layers that make up the Infras. There are 7 layers of Infras. They are the Infras High, or Raum Infras. These are the caverns and cracks in the mountains and breathless peaks, the lands where the dark giants, a subspecies of Goliath, exist, and elevations even above the places where these hearty folk can exist. The near Infras. These are the areas closest to the surface of Mundus, places near to the mouths of wells or surface cave entrances. The lands of the kobolds and many of the mycelium species are centered around these areas, the places that may still, on occasion, see the light of Stiana. The Infras. These are the deep places that never see even ambient light from the planet's star. This is the realm of the Mirkur, or Dark Elves, and the Mycelium. It is also the most biodiverse of all the levels of Infras. The Infras Deep. These sweltering depths are where the dwarven T.T.R.P.G, or deep mining clans, roam. This level is a narrow band of semi-solid and solid materials that marks the boundary where most of the planet's natural animal and plant life can exist. The Mantle Lands. Here is where the magma and frumefni of fire play, a nearly unexplored swirling hell of molten death. It is actually considered to be hell by many of the species of Infras. Though as we all know, thanks to my award-winning narration in Lore Guide 39 on the Planes of Existence, the Mantle Lands are not in fact hell, as hell is actually one of the infinite planes of Nirvana. The Outer Core. Until recently, this level was thought to be one with the next section, the Deep Core region, and was postulated to be the fossilized remains of the fetus of an elder god. Careful experiments with teleportation by scholars of the Grand University of the Norderlund have discovered that this layer is actually some type of titanic geode comprised of primordial residuum. Though experiments have not determined the geode's total wall thickness, they have determined that the geode's wall is seemingly chambered and porous, though it is unknown as to what lies within these suspected voids. And lastly, we come to the Deep Core. It is hypothesized that there is a secondary core region located within the geode that is the Outer Core. As of the writing of this lore guide in 1076 of the Common Time, the Deep Core is thought to be either a vast hollow void, possibly filled with an unknown gas, or gases, or a fluid-filled geode. There are several religious and cult groups which feel that the aforementioned experiments are incorrect, that the core is actually any number of countless supernatural deities. It should also be noted that nearly none of these collectives and/or organizations agree as to which deity, so do with that knowledge what you will. For those who have grown weary of the light, or feel that they've seen all things that can be seen under Stiana, there are always the unseen, twisting, darkened spaces of the Infras to discover. That is all for this time. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for future law guides, and thank you for listening. Goodbye for now.